Hi everybody, Kate Langford here, Kate Langford Career Consulting. How are you all tonight? Just thought I'd jump in here and do a live for you tonight, and any questions that you might have. Maybe you're struggling to find a job, maybe you're wanting some help on negotiation, maybe you're wanting some help in regards to interviews. While I'm on that topic with interviews, I thought I had a really good question tonight from my webinar group, and it was around, in what order should you interview? And it's a great question. So if you have a recruiter or a HR person and they ring you and they say, hey, we'd like to offer you an interview. We've got either 1, 2 or 3 p.m. Which one would you like? Can you all have a guess at which one you should go for? Is it first, second or third? Just type in the comment box now, even if you're watching the replay, which one you think it should be. And if you are in here, just give me a like, say hello, or hashtag replay. Let me know that you watch these so that I'm not sitting here talking to myself. And any questions that you might have in regards to anything career related, let me know. But what do you think is best? 1, 2 or 3? I'll just wait on a few comments and then I can give you my opinion anyway, or the methodology, around which one is actually right. I need to turn my emails off when I do these lives. They just come through. All right, so the answer is 3, last, every time. Okay, so here's the thing. You interview first, you're great. You interview second, you're still great. You're just as good as the first, but you're going to dismiss the first because you're kind of more interested in the second because they're fresh. Number 3, again, you think you've made your mind up already, or the HR person has, and then you come along and you're personable, you're relatable. They've already had various interviews, so they're kind of a little bit, not on the tired side, but they're wrapping up, so they're excited. Their emotions are knowing it's the last one, so they kind of break the barriers down a little bit. The walls have come down a little bit. And number 3, if you are just as good as 1 and 2, you will actually get it because you're fresh in their mind. You're going to be more personable and relatable because the thing is, towards the end of your interview, if you're last, you're going to break them down. You're going to have them be more personable. You're going to have them be more themselves. You will able to be yourself, and therefore you will gel a lot more, okay? Because people recruit 60 to 70% on culture fit now, more so than skill set. It's absolutely critical that they get the right person for the job instead of just the right skill set. So hopefully that helps you tonight. Critical if you have an option to go last. Because, and I'll give you an example here, right? So when I hired for my business, I was looking for a PA and I met them all. So I think there was 4. The first person was okay. The second person, I was like, yep, they're perfect. That's it. I'm happy. I don't really need to see the rest of them. But because I had them booked in, I had to do the right thing and adhere to meeting them. The third one was not so great. The fourth one, I was like, wow, okay, this person's good, but I already made up my mind about number 2. So, okay, yeah, no. And I bought into it because it was my last one. I was interested. And then I was like, you know what? I think I need to go with you. And because they're the last person, you kind of got more of a buy-in and you've got that relationship building, and potentially you can look at offering because you're at the final one, right? You're talking to the last person you're meeting. So technically, if you would have made your mind up, and because they're the last person, you can actually go that next step further and say, you know what, do you want to come back for a second interview? Or do you want to talk about, possibly coming in for a trial? You can't do that if you've done it with number 2, but you can if it's the last person. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So always go last if given the option. Okay, it's really, really helpful. In regards to, I also had a question tonight that I thought was really good to share. If you are needing to interview outside of office hours, and this is Kate just being really honest, for those who follow me, know, like, share, I'm being honest in this one. If they give you, say, 1 or 2, you need to take 1 or 2. Don't say, is there any chance I could do it out of hours? A few reasons for that. Number 1, it just shows, obviously you're serious and you're keen about it, but you need to be really careful going there, because it's like, well, how important is this job to you? We don't advocate lying or taking sick days or any of those things, but if you really want this job, then you need to make the sacrifice. You need to make it easy for the recruiter or HR, especially when they've got over 400 candidates. If you're not being difficult, but having to go to and fro and give them more of a job, it's not going to go in your favor. They might say, yeah, we'll see. But if they book out the other times, they might come back and say, look, you know what? We're not going to worry about it. We couldn't make it 5 o'clock, so we filled those positions because we didn't think you could make the other times. So only go there if they say to you, we can do 1 or 2, or if you have to do after hours, then we might consider that. Then you would say, no worries. Look, ideally I'd prefer after hours because I work, but I'll do whatever's going to work for you. So what it's doing, it's showing that you're committing. It's showing that you're willing to make it work, however that is, and you're not being picky. So yeah, just a few little points for you tonight that might help. Thanks, Courtney, for joining. Great to see you in here with the comments. If you have any questions about anything, guys, just drop them in the box. Happy to answer them live or on the next live that I do next Wednesday night. So I'll always jump on every Wednesday night at around 8 o'clock, 8:15 after my webinar with any questions that you might have about anything. So remember to hit the like button, love button, share it. If you think there's people out there that could really use some help in regards to maybe they're interviewing at the moment a bit or they're going for interviews, then share this to them. You know, it's always helpful. And I have a lot of recruitment companies or different businesses that ask permission if they can share my stuff. I'm totally fine with sharing this one tonight because I think it's giving a bit of insight into HR and recruitment. I mean, again, it's my opinion, but there's a real psychology around it and behind it. Courtney has asked, should I ask about salary in interview? That's a good question, and I get it a fair bit. I would never bring it up in a first interview. If they like you, they will bring it up in the second, not in the second, they will bring it up at the end of that interview and say, what type of salary are you looking for? Negotiation is a whole nother kit and caboodle. If you need me to work on that, then let's have a chat one-on-one. But I wouldn't bring it up unless they do. If you get to second interview, that is your place to bring up salary, not the first interview. Okay, because it's just one of those things. Yes, we're all there for money, right? But at the end of the day, you want to not show that. You want it to be about the company, the role, the business, the management style, all that stuff as number one, more so than what's the dollar figure. It's either going to have it in the ad. If you're not sure, let them tell you. If they don't tell you in first interview, then you're either not going to get the job, or if you get second interview, that's your place to do it, or they'll call you. You're welcome, Courtney. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to love and leave you. Any questions, as I said, drop it in there. Share, like, love this. Just want to help people out there that might not know the insight in regards to interviews and maybe how it works on the other side. So have an awesome night. Where it's my birthday tomorrow, actually. 22nd of August for Kate Langford. So I've got a special out there at the moment for the job searching package if you want some assistance with how to find a job outside of Seek, which is critical. It's normally $149. I'm doing it for $99. So I will drop the link if you're interested in that. Hi, Holly. Have a great night, guys. And yeah, I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.